That's all it takes? Now you're in? Or is that the last story mode? I didn't beat any of the story modes. So.
I'm just doing it for the fight money.
Yeah.
I beat a couple story modes.
That's life.
And then I realized these are awful.
They're bad.
They only take like 5 minutes.
I can't do it. I can't even do that.
5 minutes is too much, says Dylan Hecht, 2016.
I'm out. I'm backing out on Street Fighter 5 story mode.
I ain't got 5 minutes.
Right?
4? Maybe. 5?
No, can't do it. Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I said that.
Okay.
Is our thing moving? I can't tell. There's like a play button, but then I'm already playing. I don't understand.
I don't know either.
Is it working?
For you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Bless you.
Is anyone out there? Bless you.
I have one more in me. Hold on.
There we go. Let's make it happen. Don't be scared.
No
There we
hat
go.
trick? Or is that
No.
one just really quiet?
It may. Hold on.
Bless
It
you.
may come later.
I
Oh,
have one more
Hmm?
Alright, we're live for real.
there it is.
Bless you. There we
Yeah.
go.
Had to
Making
make
it
you-
happen.
Had to make you wait for it.
You're a man of your promises.
Alright. Let's wait. I'm just waiting a little bit for chat to show up to tell us that we sound like regular human beings.
I am in super podcast mode. Just did a 3-hour podcast.
Now we're gonna do another
Let's
one.
do it.
What podcast did you do, John? Tell me about
it's-
your podcast.
It's called Procedurally Generated.
Ooh.
I've heard of that.
Yes, that is a podcast that I do with friends of mine in the Twin Cities.
Gonna.
On the Omaha radio, is that still a thing?
Is it called Omaha? Is
It
on
is
there?
called Omaha.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I listened to I listened to a football podcast on there.
Do you know Tom Schreier from any of the football podcasts?
That name sounds familiar.
Okay. He's part of ours as well.
Yeah, he's not the one I listened to, but I'm pretty sure I've heard his name. The one I listened to is the Andy Luke and Arif football machine.
The football machine.
Never heard of it. I don't listen to any of our other products.
Yo, you
should.
gotta get,
Good
gotta
thing
get
this
that
is not
cross-
on the official podcast
Gotta-
feed right now.
right. You gotta get that cross by.
Damn right.
Yeah. Do you guys have to do ad reads on there, or does it taken care of for you? That'd be so weird.
We don't have any real ads right now. I think it's something we're working on.
Do you like talk about? You just like you should listen to the football machine podcast.
I think like no one listens to our podcast, so we did
word.
a stinger for other podcasts
Yeah, there we
to
go.
advertise us.
Yeah.
So
Hey guys, this is John. We talk about video
Hello.
games on our podcast.
Hi, my name's John.
hi,
Do it like that. Hi.
hi,
Hi there.
I'm John Carson.
Hey, could you wanna listen to me talk? Okay, bye.
I assume that's probably about how it went down.
That's it. Nailed it. Let's
All
kickstart.
right. So did anyone watch? So yeah, Andrew watched a draft. Did you watch a draft, John?
Yes.
Okay,
I did not.
good. Well, someone has to not. Did you like get spoiled by the draft? Did
I
you-
read the Wikipedia article
your
you sent me.
Wikipedia? That's okay. That's why I sent it to you.
But the best thing about the draft happened after the draft.
I
Yeah.
still have a lot of questions, so it'll be good.
Well, there's plenty of questions to be had. I think
Yeah, I
from
need
everyone.
to pull up these draft results here. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured we'll just do a rundown of the draft and then talk about like a tiny bit about Money in the Bank, mainly just Dean being awesome. And then,
So, Dre and Kelsey, you're both part of Stream Esteem, right?
Kelsey has guessed it on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've guessed it.
So you're the GM of Stream Esteem.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, I'll take that title.
Dre,
sure.
Dre's the commissioner.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you draft in the Stream Friends draft of 2016?
Whoa.
Oh God.
Whoa!
Who's your first pick?
Who's the first pick? Well, there has to be like, is there? Well, okay. The competing
Oh, yeah.
brand is PewDiePie, so.
And we already lost.
No, but you get first pick. Who do
Yeah, you get first. You get 3 picks for every 2 picks that
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie gets.
Apparently,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm looking at my library app, and PewDiePie wrote a book.
What?
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
Did
About
he
what-
stream it and someone transcribed it? That's how that should go.
Hold on, I'm looking up PewDiePie book. It's called This Book Loves You, and it is in fact by the Pewds.
Oh, the pews.
Just, please don't tell me he calls himself that.
No, that's what I call him.
Good. That's my pet name for.
It is a collection of beautifully illustrated inspirational thoughts and sayings.
That's sweet and warm-hearted.
Let me look inside this book.
Can we get one saying?
Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, it was an instant number one New York Times bestseller.
Instant.
Dang
The
it.
moment it came out, it was already up there.
How do I? There's not like a. Oh, look inside. Here we go. Hold on.
There we go. I want one saying.
So like the first thing that pops up here is just a picture of PewDiePie holding a sign that says the most important thing in the life is this book.
Hmm.
Well, at least he's keeping it modest.
There's a 2-page spread that says never forget that you're beautiful.
Okay. We're getting better.
What-
Oh
what
wait,
size
hold on.
font
And
is
then
that?
you turn the page and there's a giant picture of a goldfish and it says compared to a fish. Life is all about perspective.
That's a saying.
Um
How many pages is this book?
Is that
there's
it? That's it.
here's one. Dying is
Okay.
also great for the environment.
Sure.
He's like Swedish, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's hilarious there.
The more fucks you give, the more fucks you lose.
So this is a children's book then.
Yeah.
There's a sign that says roses are red, violets are blue, eat and then a picture of a rooster.
Clever.
Yellow is evil, so don't drink your own piss. I think that's shot fired at Bear Grylls.
Yeah, I'm about to say. What does PewDiePie know about surviving in the wilderness? Clearly, nothing.
Well, Scare PewDiePie Season 2. Naked in the wilderness.
Naked and afraid.
All right, yeah, I'm done with this book.
Okay, good.
Is that it? You finished
That's it? That's the book.
No, there's more, but
Mm,
also that's the book.
that's enough book. I think we could call it quits on the book. All right, I guess we should start this podcast now.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Sure.
All right.
Wrestles.
Welcome to Suplex Friends. My name is Dylan Hecht, and I'm here with Stream Friends to talk pro wrestling. Kicking it off, we have Raw's first draft pick, John Carson.
Number 1, baby. Number 1. Seth Rollins, they got shit on me.
We also have SmackDown's first draft pick, Kelsey.
Hello.
And the newest draftee from NXT on Andrew Swan 3000. Wasn't sure how to intro you there.
I just would rather stay in NXT. Thank you.
Good luck news, you're being drafted to ECW.
Well, if you come to the main roster, they're just going to shorten that down to one name.
Yeah, so you'll just have one of those.
Which
There
one?
we go.
Which one
You'll
do you
be
want?
3000.
There we go.
So guys, it's been a little bit since we podcasted. We missed my
Yeah.
favorite pay-per-view, Money in the
Same.
Bank.
Yep.
I was
Yo,
I had,
that was a good pay-per-view,
it was
huh?
good. It was a great pay-per-view.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was fun.
I didn't get a chance to show off my Money in the Bank briefcase for this year, so that's kind of a bummer. I'll have to save that for next year, I guess.
Cash
Well, you got to
in.
hold on to it so you can cash it in.
That's right. Yeah. I'm gonna cash it in so I become the GM of Raw. I think you can do that now. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. But more important things have happened since Money in the Bank. The entire landscape of WWE has changed, according to Michael Cole. That's what he told me recently.
Personally? Did he
Personally,
call you up?
he called
He's
me
like,
up.
Dylan,
He said, "You won't believe this
Dylan,
shit."
man. The King's not going to be on commentary anymore.
Well, hold on. Let's not. Well, hold on here. Let's.
Yay!
Let's save the commentator draft to the end here, folks. He also told me about how great the WWE app was.
Oh,
and how many followers they have across social media channels. And it's
That's
the most ever, in case you were wondering.
Thank-
Yeah, so there was a brand extension on wrestling just recently. They are swapping up. They're, for some reason, cutting their roster in half, like they did in 2002.
that seems detrimental to their business plan.
It doesn't seem like a good idea, but that's my favorite thing about wrestling is when some really weird ideas happen, good things usually come out. So they've split up Raw and SmackDown into two separate brands again. We have commissioners and GMs this time for some reason. I'm not sure exactly.
That confuses the hell out of me.
I don't.
What's the difference?
So, the commissioner is like the rule enforcer usually,
Okay.
and the GM is the matchmaker and day-to-day operations person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually,
So commissioner is like the president,
yeah.
and the GM is like the VP.
Except for when they also had a president too.
In Trump's world, yes.
At one point,
Oh,
at one
boy.
point they also had a president,
And a COO.
and a COO.
Which they were going to be called COOs, but Triple H is the COO.
He's the real COO.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Kane?
Nothing. Corbin
Corporate.
Kane is fired and does not exist anymore.
What was Kane?
He was
Director of Operations.
Mhm.
Okay.
Head demon.
Which was sort of because there wasn't a GM at the time because they got rid of Brad Maddox, was sort of like the GM.
Rest in peace, Brad.
And let's see, I'm trying to think what other weird positions they had. Anyway, so this past Tuesday on SmackDown Live, ! Since that's the new name of the show, I believe. They had a WWE Draft where the commissioners and GMs, Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon, Raw GM Mick Foley, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
And then SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon and SmackDown GM Daniel Bryan made their choices for who they got on their rosters for, I assume, the next year, right? Was that they didn't say?
Probably.
They not.
Yeah.
They did not say there would be a 2017 WWE Draft, but we can assume. And they had like
if they need to move people, they'll figure out a way to move people. They'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
like
Free
they'll have
agency.
trades and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've done that, and well, we'll get to this later. But there were rumors of new signings that are actually old signings that could become new roster members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, True Yvonne says I was so sure the Raw GM was going to be Triple H. So was I, and then I realized he's got like the real life job, so that technically would be a job downgrade for him, going from COO to GM of one brand.
He's kind of the commissioner of NXT already.
Kind of, he is like,
Kinda?
and then he's the commissioner of NXT, and then William Regal's the GM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For when they spin off that third brand, NXT.
Papa Trips down there at the Performance Center.
That's what they call him, PT.
Oh, that's where it went.
Yeah, exactly. Down to Florida.
You could skip. Some say when you plug your PlayStation into the internet in Florida, the only game you can play is PT.
And when it's just a faintly heard version of the game on loop.
Kojima signed an exclusive contract to WWE.
Ooh.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
like the lights in your hallway start to like light up, like the floor starts to light up block by block. Kojima comes out of nowhere.
And there's a
But he,
dead
like-
baby in the sink.
Yeah, but he does it like way out of sync, and you're like, Kojima, you fucked up stepping on the lights, and he's like, well,
And then Kojima spits out water like Triple H.
yeah, there we go. Thank you for saving that joke
Yeah.
for me.
All right, so let's run down the drafts. I'm just going to do Raw first. Number one pick, Seth Rollins. Good choice.
Yes.
And we have
I agree with that pick.
The best wrestle man in the company.
big words. Big words, but not really wrong. And we have Charlotte, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, The New Day as a whole,
Good.
Sami Zayn,
Yes.
Sasha Banks,
Yes.
Chris Jericho,
He's an idiot.
Ooh.
A stupid idiot. I'm
Did
sorry.
you see, by the way, when Jericho came out for his match after he was drafted, he was wearing the normal red Raw T-shirt, but then he also had a red scarf instead of the normal scarf.
Did you see the draft center thing?
I watched some of it. Yeah.
Renee Young was like, "Are you gonna have a matching scarf for that Raw shirt?"
Of course.
And then he came out with that.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Jericho's just bad, right?
No way! Jericho's awesome.
No.
He's great on the mic. He's a fantastic ring general. I think he's.
Is he good on the mic? Like
He's annoying.
Yeah, he says like 2 sentences and then he just starts calling people stupid idiots. And like
Yeah.
That's kind of his thing right now.
The draft center thing he did was actually pretty funny.
He's gotten slow. Like he's not like I don't want to call him out of shape because he's in great shape for like his age.
Yeah.
But like when you put him in the ring with like younger superstars, it gets painfully obvious that he has lost a step. Which like
yeah. But that's why they have him. They have him there for the younger superstars. He basically tells them he's running the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that like
Someone
like,
has to.
when Chris Jericho's, I know that Chris Jericho as a character is very different than like Chris Jericho like the guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that his reputation is that he's incredible for like always willing to put over new talent, and that's why they put him in the ring with new people because he's very good at like coaching people in a match.
But it can look weird.
And I'm just sick of him. I'm just sick of him.
His thing on the draft center bit was actually really funny.
His weird inverse pecs is
Yeah, well,
Kofi has those too.
yeah.
yeah, but Kofi's good at wrestling still.
That's true.
I guess Chris Jericho's good at wrestling too.
I like Jericho in the place that he's in right now because a lot of the up and coming wrestlers kind of wrestle his style. And the other older guys on the roster like Big Show, Mark Henry, Kane,
They wrestled WWE style.
Yeah. So I think they can learn a lot more from him, and he could still go. But you're right, Dre, that he's slower than he used to be.
He is definitely slower. It's kind of the screen went black.
And I feel so much of his moveset is like agility based. I mean like the Lion Salt and the Code Breaker and stuff like that.
Sorry.
Code Breaker still looks good though.
Code Breaker looks great.
Especially when he does like an out of nowhere reverse Code Breaker. Those are still pretty hype. Okay, I guess Chris Jericho's fine.
Yeah, Chris Jericho.
Get on that bandwagon.
Anyway,
I refuse.
continue
You're a
reading.
Jerichoholic now.
All my
like
wrestling opinions are bad.
Looks like you guys broke the walls down around my heart.
Oy vey.
You saved us, Chris
Yeah.
Jericho.
Thank you, Jericho. Drink it in, man.
I'm gonna go listen to Fozzy now.
No,
Yeah,
that's,
there we go.
No, can't get behind that.
Next draft pick.
That's where I draw my line.
Next draft pick, Rusev with Lana. Kevin Owens. Good call. Enzo and Cass. Gallows and Anderson. Big Show. Nia Jax, I was super stoked to see Nia Jax drafted.
Yes.
I figured they'd do
love
Bayley.
her.
But I love Nia Jax. I think she's got mad potential and she's going to do great. And Neville, Cesaro, and their last draft pick on television was Sheamus. And then they moved on to the bizarre WWE Network segment, which is like the clearly lower tier draft picks of The Golden Truth, Titus O'Neil, Paige, Darren Young with Bob Backlund, Sin Cara, Jack Swagger, The Dudley Boys, Summer Rae, Mark Henry, Braun Strowman, Bo Dallas, The Shining Stars, Alicia Fox, Dana Brooke, and Curtis Axel.
How did the Shining Stars draft that high?
They're like almost last, and I was still kind of blown away.
Can I? Who are they?
They are Primo and Epico, formerly Los Matadores,
God, yeah.
and now
I
they
forgot
talk.
they still
And-
exist.
Formerly Epico and Primo.
Yes, also. Let's see, and then we go the SmackDown TV draft picks, which like I wish I should have like recorded some of this draft stuff because I was like these like first draft picks I was losing it, like real life freaking out at how awesome SmackDown was gonna be.
Right?
Number one draft pick on SmackDown, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, John Cena, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, Becky Lynch, The Miz with Maurice, and then it kind of got a little rough after this. Baron Corbin,
All right.
American Alpha, yeah.
How's that rough?
That's not rough.
That's where the roughness starts.
Dolph Ziggler, Natalia, Alberto Del Rio, which I was actually really hype about. I love Alberto. And that's the end of that was their last TV pick, which was kind of weird. Also, they averaged, so right before this draft pick, Shane says it's time to bring some fire to SmackDown. So we pick Alberto Del Rio. And I was like, wait, what? Not the guy who has fire come out of the ring every time he shows up? No, not that guy.
Of course not that guy.
So the network draft picks were the Usos, Kane, they did finally get him. Kalisto, not in the program with the Cruiserweight division.
Weird.
Naomi, the Ascension, how did they draft this high? Zack Ryder, Apollo Crews, Alexa Bliss, awesome choice. Breezango, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Eva Marie, who got drafted before the Vaudevillains, and Eric Rowan, and Mojo Rawley, and Carmella. Definitely not the NXT draft picks I figured they would go with.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the biggest person left out is Bailey. I think.
Right.
Well,
Not to get too far ahead here, but I mean,
It's possible she could show up.
Yeah,
soon.
do you think she's at Battlegrounds? She's Sasha's secret partner?
No, I do not. I think it's gonna be Nia Jax.
Oh, that would be badass.
That would be awesome. That would be great.
That also makes more sense, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the draft. One talent went undrafted. Heath Slater was not drafted by either brand.
hottest
Rip,
free
rip, rip.
agent in WWE.
Baby! However, there is a rumor that Jinder Mahal was re-signed to WWE today.
What?
Sorry.
Yes. So that could mean the two-man band is back.
What about?
No. Drew Galloway is busy in TNA.
But what about
He's,
Drew Galloway?
Or what was his name in WWE? I don't even remember.
Drew McIntyre.
There we go. Yeah. Maybe.
Who had some of the worst entrance music.
Yeah, it was bad.
I didn't like it.
There's also confirmed by Teddy Long on a podcast was Shelton Benjamin and MVP re-signed by WWE.
Wow.
Shelton Benjamin is 41 years old. Did you know
he?
that? How crazy is that?
Well, how old's MVP?
Probably 43? Let me see.
I can't believe that the WWE signed the most valuable primate.
Montel. I just liked his wrestler name, Montel Vontavious Porter. How bizarre!
Oh yeah, I forgot that he actually for a while tried to justify being called MVP.
Yeah, because he's the MVP. That's his initials, man.
And he wears a full body suit. I wonder if he'll stick with it.
He was doing that in TNA when he was there. He's also 42, by the way.
Is he doing that in Lucha?
I don't think his Lucha career lasted very long.
It did not.
It's like one match, I think. But I hope he still has the eye black underneath here,
Oh yeah.
and the breathe right strip that he would come out with.
He has to.
He was
Oh man,
he was great. I loved it.
I need to run that joke back because I forgot that the wrestler MVP is a person of color, and with all the horrible shit that's been going on
I didn't even
lately
think about that.
with animal jokes about people of color, I need to run that joke back.
That's fine.
It's okay.
That was poor foresight on my thought. I'm sorry about that.
That's it.
I figured that was a lapse in memory there.
Yeah.
So with this brand split, which of the mid to lower card guys actually get a boost from this?
Apollo Crews, absolutely.
Absolutely, Apollo Crews.
Yep.
Maybe the Vaudevillains.
Maybe the because that's not. Let's see. As far as tag teams, there's American Alpha, the Ascension, Breezango, and the Vaudevillains, and theoretically the Hype Bros also, since both of them are on there. So there's not a lot of tag teams.
The tag teams in SmackDown are kind of bad.
I think the person who's going to get the biggest boost from all of this is going to be Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is going to do fantastic on SmackDown.
Well, especially since he's separated from Strong McHuge Balls guy.
Yeah, Braun Strowman is on. That's weird. And see, it's weird that Braun Strowman is solo.
It's
on
pronounced
Raw.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
It's spelled Braun McHuge Balls? Strong McHuge Balls?
Strong McHuge
Yeah.
balls.
All right.
Braun McStrong Balls.
Guy from Game of Thrones. But Bray has potential to do very good things. And then, like, Eric Rowan put something on his Twitter recently that made it seem like he might do his own thing. Like, he put, like, a really creepy video of him, like, just, like, walking through the woods, like, holding a person in a bag with, like, a sheep mask on it.
Oh,
That looked really cool. It was, like, shot all grainy and horror movie-ish. It was really cool looking. So, and now he wears a new mask, which is, like, a sheep mask with giant horns on it. So maybe that means
that's
something.
cool.
Maybe he's changing up.
He's
He's
evolved.
really he's started playing a warlock in Destiny,
Yeah, exactly.
running a ramlock.
I was going to go with the World of Warcraft joke, but at least you're keeping it relevant around here.
I don't know how relevant Destiny is, but
Yeah. Well,
Just wait a month.
the one thing that looks a little rough is the women's division on SmackDown. Looks like
see,
it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
some
I
tough
feel
times.
like that the Raw division obviously has like more like immediate firepower with Charlotte and Sasha and Nia Jax. And I guess to a lesser extent, Paige is in there too.
Paige, Alicia Fox,
Yeah.
Dana Brooke. Like, there's just more.
I think Paige is in a tier higher than like Summer Rae and Alicia Fox.
Yeah, I think so.
Which you could argue is because those others haven't got as much opportunity as Paige. But I feel like the SmackDown women's division is pretty deep. I mean, Becky Lynch is awesome. Natalia's awesome.
Alexa.
Naomi's really good and has also like the best fucking shoes on the planet.
Yep.
Yes, those light up shoes.
Alexa Bliss is awesome. I really like Carmella a lot.
Carmella and Eva Marie are the two I'm worried about.
I mean, Eva Marie is an absolute wild card.
She's gonna get that fantastic heat though. That's the good part. Is she will get
Yeah.
like the blow up heat from.
I don't know if it's gonna be good heat though.
I'm of the opinion she's one of the best heels in the company right now. I think she honestly does know how to work that heat. She just
Yeah.
doesn't know what to do with it when she gets in the ring.
Yeah.
But like, just like the stuff when she would like come out and like fake strum a guitar and just like act as if everyone was cheering her was just like, oh, it's just so good, so perfect.
I wonder how Carmella's going to do without Enzo and Cass.
That's a weird choice, right?
It is a
But
weird
she's-
choice.
I mean, she's been doing it without Enzo and Cass for a while though.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen much of it.
It's-
Is it okay?
It's all
She's
right.
pretty good in the ring. I mean, she is like super athletic.
Her mic work needs a lot of work, but I mean, she'll get it on the job.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
And you know, I mean, this is dope because we'll be seeing like multiple women's matches a week, like with different people in them.
Yeah, like 3 to 4 probably. Like I figure, I've seen a lot of like doom and gloom about the SmackDown roster on the internet. But I think like you have to remember like SmackDown's an hour shorter of a show, so they
Yeah.
really only need to get like 4 to 6 matches in.
Yeah.
And this roster is like no problem to fit 4 to 6 good matches in from anybody on it.
I mean, SmackDown will be fine. They have Ambrose, Styles, Cena, and Orton and
Yeah.
Wyatt. Like, they will be fine.
Yeah, and it's like Raw. I think is gonna Raw. It's just weird. I think Raw is definitely like the status quo show right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like they have Seth, they have Roman, they have the New Day, they have
They have Brock.
they have Brock, they have just a couple of the older crew, the like 2000, like the mid 2010s crew.
But
like
I mean, you've
Swagger
also
and those
got
guys.
Finn. You've got
Finn is crazy. That's going to be very interesting.
You got Sammy and Kevin and
they're going to have
Neville.
they're gonna have a huge influx after this cruiserweight event too.
Yeah,
So if they
yeah,
have
yeah.
a special belt just for
Yeah,
that.
that's the other thing that is I wasn't sure if they were gonna like draft cruiserweights, but I guess they're just gonna plug them in.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really just dropped the ball on that. Like,
was
didn't
weird.
mention it during the draft that
Yeah,
hey, we have a division specifically for smaller guys. we're gonna draft for that because that brings our star power.
Even though it's obvious they did it with like Neville and Sin Cara and Finn Balor.
Does
They may or may
Sin Cara
not
hit the 205 though?
Maybe. It's so weird how strict they are on actually like sticking to that.
I like it.
Is that the cutoff weight?
Yes.
205. In fact, at the cruiserweight competition thing they're doing on the network now, one guy had to get replaced at the last minute because he couldn't make weight. Like, they're actually serious about it, which is they even made Matt Hardy go down to 205 when he was in the cruiserweight division. Oof.
Man, what just hit me and it's kind of bumming me out. Emma didn't get drafted.
She's injured right now.
She's still hurt. Yeah.
Emma's not eligible. Luke Harper's not eligible. The Undertaker is not eligible. And
Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella is not. Brie Bella is not.
Well, she retired.
She's still listed as active.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
I need Emma to come in with shoulder pads and aviators and just be rude to somebody.
Please.
I'd be happy with Emma going to either brand, actually. I mean, Dana's on Raw, but...
Yeah.
But she's with Charlotte now, so...
Yeah. Maybe they'll put Bailey on Raw and Emma on SmackDown. I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like they might do the other way. I'm sorry, Kelsey.
Why couldn't the Undertaker be in it? Is he hurt?
He's just not active. He only wrestles like once a year, pretty much. So
he can't be bound by a draft.
He'll just show up wherever. Same as like The Rock will probably be on both shows at some point.
Right.
You know, he's above being drafted. I mean, he's undead. You can't stop that.
That's true.
I don't know. This is gonna be a good show, a good pair of shows. I decided though I'm going SmackDown exclusive from here. I am a SmackDown exclusive. Me personally, I'm gonna just stop watching Raw. I'm gonna just watch SmackDown and see how it goes.
How do you?
3 hours. That's a good choice, I think.
Yeah, I'm not going with the 2-hour show with like all my favorite wrestle dads: Dean, AJ's, John, and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. I'm happy with all those men. I'll miss Brock. I'll miss Nia Jax. I'll miss The New Day, and I'll miss Kevin Owens and Sammy. But YouTube exists.
Or Hulu.
Or Hulu. And I'll still watch the pay-per-views. I will watch Raw pay-per-views.
So I guess we have to have this discussion.
Oh, are we doing this on mic?
We have to.
Okay.
For the people.
Okay.
So there might be twice the amount of pay-per-views.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year.
That was my main question. I don't how does that work?
It's every 2 weeks. There's a Raw or a SmackDown pay-per-view.
But can they can they do a crossover?
4 times a year: SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania.
Okay, so that's how like someone from right now, some of the title holders are on Raw and some are on SmackDown, so that's how it could switch between the shows.
For sure.
Well, now that is, if it works like they did before, they'll basically keep some titles tied to each show. Back in the day, was tag team title was only on SmackDown until Raw made their own out of nowhere, which was kind of weird. But then it was Intercontinental was only on Raw, U.S. title was only on SmackDown, the women's was only on Raw. And then they had 2 world title belts, which I still see some.
Yeah, do you think they're going to split the belt?
Yes. And I already
thought
have
that's
a prediction.
What they were going to do after Raw. I thought that was the whole point of that. But
I think the fallout of the match coming on at Battleground. I have fan theories.
I do too.
I have WWE fan fiction ready.
I do too. Hit me.
It's fantasy book.
All right, so the fantasy booking is that at Battleground, Roman Reigns pins Seth Rollins, wins the title. Dean Ambrose comes back to SmackDown without a title, and Shane says, "You were never pinned for it. We're going to have a tournament to determine a real title, the SmackDown title, and it's going to be the same belt but with blue on it instead of red, and it's going to look awesome."
All right, here's my booking, which I think is more ridiculous than yours.
Good, that's what I want. The
Seth
Undertaker
Rollins
comes in,
and Dean Ambrose both pin Roman Reigns at the same time.
Wow.
Oh.
That's you're going with the Vince vengeance, behind the scenes. I can't blame you considering like how much Roman has been shit on in the past couple weeks. They had Booker T on the like draft show after Raw, like talking to the Usos, and they mentioned something about being on the same show as Roman Reigns, and Booker just said the fans hate Roman. They boo him every time he comes out. You don't want to be a part of that.
I mean, it all changed when he got popped for that, the drug thing.
Yeah, which supposedly was Adderall. Kind of weird.
Oh, is that? I guess that's just rumors.
That's the scuttlebutt. But like, what a weird choice.
Which is what Adam Rose was popped for.
Yes.
Wait, so what if he just literally just takes Adderall for...
I mean, I assume if you have a prescription, like it's like, I mean, UFC does. You can be exempt for steroids if you have like asthma. And
that was,
that
was Adam Rose's argument. Was he's been taking it for years. Through a prescription from his doctor. So.
The Adam Rose thing, I think they just want an excuse to get rid of him, honestly.
Yeah.
But like, very weird. The whole thing with Roman getting popped on the wellness policy is very strange, because like it's not. It really calls into question my thoughts about their wellness policy, as I thought it was mostly a sham.
I mean,
and
it
nonsense.
is.
But it's odd that of all times, like the biggest guy that they've been working their ass off to get over, you'd think I don't know, if it was a sham, that probably just wouldn't have ever said anything. But who knows? How weird.
I read a thing on Reddit yesterday or today, and I don't know if it's true, and I can't, like, the guy didn't have like his actual source.
Of course, because
I don't know if you
does Reddit
folks want to hear it.
Sure.
No,
so,
hit it.
All right. So what the guy was saying was, there's a either former or current WWE superstar that goes to his gym, and he asked about like the Brock Lesnar stuff and the Roman Reigns stuff about like drug use and their anti-doping violation stuff. And the guy was saying that they test you when you come in, and anything that you are positive for, they just use that as a baseline. And if that changes, if it goes up more, or if like a different substance gets in there, then they hit you for a violation.
That makes a little more sense.
So
I can't believe that's true.
Take it with like a boulder of salt.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty weird.
I highly doubt that's true, but...
Well, and the Brock thing is whatever. WWE doesn't care.
Like, I can imagine that being true in, like, the 80s.
Right.
I imagine in the 80s there was just nothing.
Right. It was like, here, why aren't you doing this coke?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not trying hard enough.
Sirius X brings up that would make sense with RVD, though.
Oh, boy.
Supposedly you can't get in trouble for marijuana, but I wonder if that's actually true.
Didn't a few guys did recently.
Well, RVD got in trouble for marijuana because he got caught with it by the police.
But like, Jack Swagger, I think it's the same thing.
But he also got caught by the police, too. I think that was more of a legal thing.
More like weed the people.
There we go.
Nailed it.
All right, so... sorry. Go right ahead.
No.
I was just going to ask what show everyone else is going to watch. Or both. Are you going to take like a period of both?
My hope is that, like... Because for a while I've been, like, when I do watch... I watch Raw, and I don't bother to watch SmackDown because, like, it's the same fucking show. So I'm actually excited for the brand split because I'm hoping it means that there will be more space for, like, more storylines and that, like, Raw won't feel so long.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll maybe make Raw shorter now?
No.
Why?
USA is
they get money.
USA demands the third hour.
Yeah, I think it's part of that contract they have where they cannot make it shorter.
Yeah.
Well, and wrestling makes more money in ad sales than anything else on USA.
Wow.
Which is why that's why SmackDown's on USA now.
I'm interested in watching more SmackDown. I haven't in quite a while. But they have the head writer from NXT.
Nice.
That had been there for years. He's been up at SmackDown for a couple months now. But having a fresh roster to work with. I think they're going to do wonders with that show.
Yeah, like a storyline fresh start is perfect for both these shows. How about you, Kelsey?
I used to not watch SmackDown because it was on pub trivia night, but now they moved it to Tuesday. So I will probably at least try to watch it for a little while.
Nice, good call.
And it's live.
And you're out of the Raw game?
Oh no,
Joining
I'll
me?
probably still watch that too, but it's so long.
Yeah, I'm still in.
Oh, I'm the only one.
Just play
Like,
Monster Hunter.
Like,
Kelsey's got to watch Roman.
I do.
That's fair. Okay, that makes sense.
My favorite.
Also, I am down to start doing podcasts 2 times a month. I'm in. I'm in
I'm in.
100%.
You might have to switch up days, but I'm in.
Sure. That's fine.
I'll
Yeah.
do-
We'll have to
I'll
figure
talk
something
wrestle
out.
shit with you.
Yeah. You guys will have to keep me filled in on everything that's going on Raw. I'm going in blind on purpose. It's just like 2003 all over again.
I need to start watching more NXT again, and I need to watch all this Cruiserweight Championship
And
stuff.
that's why I'm not watching Raw. I can't fit everything in. I cannot do 7 hours of wrestling a week if I were to watch everything. It's too much, too powerful.
That's fair.
But I think
No one wrestle should have all that power.
that's right. It's too strong. Too strong. I can't hang.
I'll just have a 40-minute report on Roman's hair.
I'm down.
How
I need
wet
updates.
is it?
Wet, the wettest thing you've ever seen.
Maybe that's what he got popped for, is like extra special conditioner.
You're cheating.
You're using prescription conditioner, Roman. You're out.
Seth can't keep up with it.
That's right. You're making Dean look like a clown. All right, enough draft. Let's talk about. Well, I guess it's not the last. The next to last pay-per-view of both brands at once. Battleground.
Wait, what's the last? SummerSlam?
SummerSlam is the last for right now.
Wait, so-
SummerSlam.
Real quick, when does the split happen?
The split has happened.
Oh, okay.
Monday and Tuesday after Battleground will be theoretically new storylines.
Cool. Okay.
And then those storylines will carry into SummerSlam in August, and it will probably work like the old shared pay-per-views used to work, where they had 2 commentary teams that would come out for each brand's match, and the storylines would not intersect with each other there.
Quick question. Are they going to have 2 Spanish announce tables?
Ooh, good call. I don't know. Oh, I didn't go over the commentary teams for each show for you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on. Important.
Raw's commentary team is Michael Cole, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the SmackDown announced team will be Mauro Ranallo, David Otunga, and John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, I thought we were gonna escape with no JBL.
No, JBL's the best. Come on. We got to think of, like, what is he going to call Mauro after, like, 2
Mara.
weeks? Mara! Listen, Mara, you don't understand.
It's going to call him Mago for...
Yeah, how many times do we accidentally call him Michael?
I have the same problem with the commentators on wrestling as I had at the beginning of Stream Friends when I could tell none of the male voices from each
Apart.
other.
Oh, that's tough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I really the only one I know is JBL because he has a cowboy hat, but I can't recognize his voice.
you would know Mauro Ranallo's voice.
Mauro Ranallo
Instantly.
sounds like he's like a boxing or MMA.
Yeah.
Because he was.
Sounds like he's super try-hard about it.
Yeah,
He's good.
he sounds like an actual announcer.
Corey Graves sounds like a douche, so you'll be able to recognize
Yeah,
him.
he sounds like he looks. Like, sounds like a dude with a faux hawk and tattoos, which he is.
Oh wait, he does the pre-shows for
Yeah.
pay-per-views, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's done NXT for like the longest time.
Right. Yeah.
He's good.
Okay.
He's good.
He is good. I just like have an utter like hatred for him that I hold over from like when they first started building up Becky Lynch, and like whenever she appeared, he was just like, "Oh, what a fucking like fake punk girl," and it was just the worst.
It's
It
good.
was the
He's supposed to be a
worst.
hateable douche, and he plays
But
that
it-
role fantastically.
But it wasn't like done well.
That's Shaded Fox
Like-
says he's CM Punk's non-union equivalent. That's Cinerus X says he sounds like a throat tattoo, which is also accurate.
That's perfect.
Sure.
Man, I am super excited for JBL is gonna announced that someone just loves to have fun. They just love to have fun, Morrow. I guess it's probably going to be...
I mean, New Day's not.
Yeah. That's okay. Breezango just likes to have fun.
That's true.
I can't believe
Dean
they broke
Ambrose
up
is
the
crazy.
club. They broke up the club.
They did break up the
did.
club also. Yeah, I did not mention that. Gallows and Anderson and AJ, 2 separate shows, but Gallows and Anderson on the same show as Finn Balor.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
that
could be
could be a
interesting.
thing.
Turn Finn heel.
Pair him up with the club, and
It's not
then
gonna
at WrestleMania, AJ versus Finn Balor for control of the club.
Or Vince is going to have this great idea where Finn Balor comes up, and he's a good guy, but the club associates with him.
He becomes
So
a
he's
bad-
gonna fight Roman Reigns,
Okay.
and
I
he
think
wants
you
to fight him by himself.
I think you forgot a match
Um,
in there.
John Cena's not there.
Well, he's gonna have to fight Chris Jericho
So-
first. It's like
I'm
he's
sorry.
Jericho. The walls of
And they'll be
Jericho are
friends for a
literally
second,
gates.
and they'll be friends for like a second.
They're gonna form a tag team called Y2 Demon,
Y2 Finney.
and
Why so demon?
why?
It's like gonna cause Kane to sulk on SmackDown.
Oh, that's why Kane's on SmackDown.
That's right.
You can't have more than one demon on a show.
Yeah, it's too powerful.
It's part
It's
of
not fair.
the union rules that the players set out to regulate. You can't have more than one demon on a show.
Oh man, they got Finn. Guess we gotta take Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Bray Wyatt is really like kind of toeing the line there, but he's technically only a sorcerer, not a full demon.
True. It's close, but he's more hillbilly than demon.
Is there not a Jake on the roster?
Jake,
Because that would be Finn's tag team partner.
Finn and Jake. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Like one of your cartoons.
One of my kid shows for children.
Why over there watching cartoons, Michael?
Adventure Time is sometimes too creepy for children. I love that show.
So good.
But that lich is a nightmare.
He's an asshole dad.
There's no way to talk about Ric Flair. Thank you. All right. Let's talk Battleground.
He's still emotionally broken.
The closing, hopefully, of
Broken
many
Rick.
storylines.
That's what I want to see. But he, instead of having like one white streak in his hair, it's just like one brown streak.
Like reverse.
Charlotte sacrifices Dana Brooke to Rick's army of drones.
Uh,
All right, let's talk about Battleground.
it's actually remote control speedboats.
Terrible. So the first match on Battleground, well, the first match on this list here is Sasha Banks and mystery partner versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. And I think that mystery partner is going to be Nia Jax.
I think you were probably right, and I think that makes a lot of sense. And I almost wonder if it'll be one of those things where like Nia Jax is just like, yeah, I'll do it if you agree to give me a title shot after you beat Charlotte.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
What if it's? I'm sorry.
No, nothing.
What if it's a veteran? What if it's a Trish Stratus
Oh, or like
Probably
Alita or something?
or like a Lita?
Or a returning Nikki Bella?
I don't think she's ready
Too
yet.
early? Is it too early
She
for
just
that?
posted pictures today saying that she just got cleared by her doctors, so she has to go to the performance center now.
Yeah.
She's going to end up on Raw, right?
Most likely,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Okay. That's what I thought. I don't know. Assuming this is Nia Jax, this is going to be a great match. I mean, even assuming it's Bayley, it's going to be a great match.
Yeah.
Or Becky Lynch, or like,
Yeah, could be Becky Lynch. Well,
Becky
Becky Lynch
Lynch-
has a match.
Becky has a
though.
match.
oh, that's right. Also, how dope is it we finally have a pay-per-view with 2 women's matches on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Well,
Yeah, that's great.
WrestleMania had 2 women's matches, technically.
But
That's true.
WrestleMania was 7 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The granddaddy of them all.
Like, it went long enough that they had forgot they had the first women's match, and so they did another.
They did, like, I don't think we've done one. Go out there. Fight for something.
What are there's 14 of you. Get out there, 7
Figure
on
it
7.
out. Figure it out. Team Divas versus whatever the other one was. Team Bad and Blonde.
That's right.
I have a poster
That
in my
is what it
room,
was.
so I think that's why I see it every day. That's probably why I remember it.
You walk past it, you're like, I remember. And I'm
Well,
ashamed.
it's actually and on the poster it has the like AJ and Chris Jericho match, and the like tagline for it is Y2AJ explodes. And it's like I don't think they really like started in the first place to explode, but whatever, that's fine. But no, this is gonna be a great match. I love Dana Brooke. I'm a huge Dana Brooke fan right now. She's super huge and has gotten so much better in the ring since when I first saw her.
Yeah, she really has.
So she's going to be a powerhouse. Like, I am ready for the Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, like, Haas fight. Like, just straight beatdowns. But until then, we'll have this weird non-titles match. There's a lot of, like, non-title matches going on, which is really weird.
I think they're saving it.
They want to keep it on their show, I guess. Whatever. Or on Raw.
Just saving it for SmackDown. Or not SmackDown. SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But, like, this kind of has a bigger, like, actual Battleground feel. Like, this is my territory. I don't like you guys.
yeah.
We're going to fight.
Kick you back
Okay,
to your
what's
own
the
show.
like the conceit of Battleground?
None, really.
None.
Okay.
It's usually a mediocre to very poor show.
Didn't it used to be the show either right before or right after WrestleMania? I feel like it was close. It used to be closer to WrestleMania.
I want to say last year it was around this time, but the first one it was in like October.
Yeah.
That was when Goldust and Cody Rhodes got back together to win their jobs back.
I mean, it seems like the theme this year is that like it's all fucking grudge matches.
That seems to be, and I think that's a better way to do something called Battleground.
Yeah.
And I like the
Yeah.
like flag motif they're using for it. It's very cool.
Except none of the flags that they have on their website are the same flags that they have in the posters or
Yeah.
commercials.
Oops.
I was really close to buying a "You Can't See Me" flag though. Like,
That's pretty cool.
Really close, but it's like $35, so I'll just wait until like it
How-
goes on
wait.
discount.
How much was your Money in the Bank briefcase?
75, but it's super cool.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, I don't mean.
It's not actually super cool though. It's like really dumb and like it's a plastic briefcase with a sticker on it. I feel like I got ripped off.
I don't want to merch shame you.
No, it's fine. I've had to slow it down a little bit, but I'm definitely going to buy one of those SmackDown shirts that everyone was wearing. Those look cool.
Those do look nice.
Right?
I do like the cleanness of those.
And the new SmackDown logo is kind of cool looking, like a little more sleek.
But I would want it vertical. Like,
Yeah. Not the like.
yeah.
The
Make
Raw
it like
one was cool
Stephanie's
because it has
dress.
like Raw. Yeah, like how Raw's on the side of her dress. That was cool. Supposedly, this next week is when the theme song and ring changes and all that stuff is supposed to happen.
Ooh.
So I really hope they bring the giant fist back. And then, like, the giant, like, then they have this, and then, like, on either side, they just upgrade the size of the screens, but then that requires getting 2 screens, so I don't think that's going to happen.
It's in the warehouse. So
They still have to own the fist, right? Like,
no, it's in the warehouse. It was in like the WWE warehouse YouTube show.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
So then they can, oh, man, it's time. Yeah. See, Sinner SX is with me. Let's have the big fist. All right. Maybe I was the wrong way to say that. We also have a match, another non-title match. The New Day versus the Wyatt family. Did anyone see the weird, like, fake final deletion that they did?
It was awful.
Yeah,
it was
it was
real
terrible.
bad. It
Right?
was
Like, that
real
was so
bad.
weird. I don't understand what the point of that was.
Like, I get they were going for a horror thing, but
Yeah.
like the camera is way too jittery.
It was awful and, like, super obscured. You couldn't really see anything. And it was, like, it was just creepy in a weird, not good way, I guess. Though Braun Strowman, like, going through a car window was
was
pretty
cool.
freaking cool.
Yeah, that was good.
And then the, like, part at the end when, like, all the, like, lights came on in the woods and then, like, all the people walked forward with animal masks. That
Yeah,
was
but then-
super duper cool.
Then it just cut away, and then it's like, oh, but the New Day got out.
They ran
just
away.
ran.
Yeah. And then they didn't really talk about it at all.
Mm-mm.
They're like, Xavier's a little scared, but that's about it. It's cool,
Yeah.
though, mostly, because they're not going to see each other soon, so it won't matter. Yeah, they won't be in the same ring together, so something weird has to happen. Maybe something weird will happen with the Wyatt family. That where, like, Braun Strowman gets mad.
He shaves his beard. Just rips it out.
Shaves his head and his beard, and it just, like, becomes like Kane in 2004.
Braun Strowman joins the New Day.
Whoa!
Please.
Powerful move. Strong move.
Big B.
It'll be like, didn't Kane join... Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
Who's the dancing tag team?
Tons of Funk?
And didn't, like...
It's sad that I know
Totally
that.
forgot about Tons of Funk.
Didn't at some point, like, Kane join a dancing tag team for, like, a couple, like, things? Where it was, like, Fun Kane? Or, like... Or is that when he teamed with X-Pac? I don't know. They've done things, like, a bunch of times with Kane where it's like, Kane's a funny guy now.
Yeah, like when he tag teamed with RVD, and that was really weird.
Daniel Bryan.
Yes, that was the best one of them all. Team Hell No. The, like, best and worst tag team name ever.
For like 6 months after that, everyone was Team Blank.
Yeah. And now they started doing the weird, like, name combination thing, which I really dislike. Yeah. I'm not a fan at all of the name combination thing.
Oh, Breezango?
Is pretty good.
Breezango is no good.
It should be Febreze.
What was that team? With, like, someone in Page, and then they, like, there was their initials. That was bad.
PCB?
PCB? PCB,
yeah.
That's right.
Paige, Charlotte, Becky, yeah.
Oh, God, we've already gone so far. We've come so far in such a short time.
And Paige was, like, the leader of that crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as True Yvonne brings up, Daniel Bryan is a former Wyatt family member. So for like 2 weeks or whatever. That was everyone likes that angle. That was the worst angle WWE has done in a long time.
It led to Bryan sitting on top of a cage and the entire arena celebrating with him. Like, visually, it's one of the signature things that he's done, but like storyline wise.
But like the promo right before that, when he left the Wyatt family after 1 week, and he was like, "You thought I didn't have a plan, but I actually had a plan, and my plan was to leave the Wyatt family." Yes, yeah, that was it. That was the promo. And then he like got on the cage. The whole thing was awful, terrible.
This sounds not great.
Mm-hmm.
This was when I didn't watch wrestling.
It was a rough time.
Do you remember the Miz and R-Truth being a tag team?
The Awesome Truth.
Awesome Truth.
Yeah, that was a great tag team.
Who has R-Truth not tagged with at this point?
Randy
Titus
Orton.
O'Neil, John Cena.
Okay, hold on. Let's make up R-Truth names to go with these wrestlers you're listening.
Okay.
You can't see the truth.
Yes. Okay.
right.
The true Viper.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The Apex Truth.
Yeah, Apex.
There we
Truth.
go. There we go. Who was the other one? Jack Swag. He has a team with Jack Swagger.
We the Truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are the people. So anyway, this match doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? It's gonna be good, but
Which match doesn't matter? I forgot.
The New Day and the Wyatt family.
Oh yeah.
Unless they
not,
continue this somehow. But I don't know.
It's not
how.
for the titles, right?
No.
Well, it's not for the titles, and like Strowman and Rowan or Wyatt and Roman are going to SmackDown
anyway.
So like,
it's kind of pointless.
What if next month for SummerSlam the Wyatts go to the New Day compound?
Ooh, can you imagine what the New Day compound is like?
It's a ball pit.
There's like barbecues outside, and like they have like a giant bounce, like the inflatable bounce thing, like all the time, and like a guy with Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
And face painting.
Yes, of course, face painting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds great.
And then also a club.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Also a club for booty. Also, did you see they're selling real life Bootio's cereal now? You can not only are they selling Bootio's cereal, but you can pre-order cereal for $12 a box.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's ridiculous.
That better be the best cereal in the entire world.
It sounds like it's just Lucky Charms, but who knows?
The way that I like explained the New Day to my girlfriend was like talking about like bootios, and I was like, listen, they're a tag team who has a joke about eating ass turn into a cereal.
Yeah.
And so she only calls them the bootios. She doesn't call them New Day, she just calls them the bootios.
That's actually not a bad name.
It's pretty good.
Like, if Xavier does end up splitting, they like Kofi and Big E could just be the Bootios.
I don't think they'll split the New Day. I think if they were going to do it, they would have done it by now.
Yeah.
They make too much money.
It would have been done. God, what if they had drafted just Xavier to SmackDown? Holy crap, that would have been crazy. All right, never mind. That would have been a weird storyline, though. Shaded Fox says the New Day compound is just Comic-Con. So now we have an actual title match. Rusev with Lana versus Zack Ryder for the United States Championship. When Zack Ryder earned this right for this match by losing a match.
Mm-hmm. And demanding a match.
Which is kind of weird. I don't quite understand how that works.
What are they doing with Zack Ryder?
They're going to probably team him with Mojo Rawley and make the Hype Bros.
I mean,
no, I hope not. Don't drag Zack down, baby Zack.
You think it's because L.I. Joe that they're...
They were pushing him before L.I. Joe.
Yeah. They just, like, they seem like they want to push him, but then they're like, no, never mind. No, we don't.
But you're Zack Ryder.
Like, his gimmick is that he just, like, gets screwed over a lot, but without the good Daniel Bryan part at the end. Yeah. Which is fine, because I don't understand why you would like Zack Ryder in the first place.
I like Zack Ryder.
Because he's so awesome. No, he's not.
Look at that beard he's got. Listen to his new music. That's the same song as before. Ugh. But he's more energized.
Like gelled hair.
Woo woo woo.
That's so awful. I hate that.
You know it.
Ugh.
Like Zack Ryder's character is he's Little Mac. He is Little Mac. That is Zack Ryder's character. Do you hate Little Mac?
I mean, I like Mike Tyson more.
What about Mr. Dream?
Fucking say to you.
I don't like Mr. Dream that much.
All right.
I prefer Sandman to Mr.
What
Dream.
about Wireframe Little Mac?
Okay, I'm a fan of Wireframe. I'm a huge fan of Wireframe Little Mac.
All right. That's who Zack Ryder is now.
Okay, I'm
After
into
he grew
it.
the beard.
I'm back in.
He's a wireframe.
I'm into this now.
Maybe he needs to come out in like a boxing robe. Then I'll like him a little bit more. He's probably going to get bodied though, right?
I imagine, but I don't know. What if he doesn't?
Well, yeah. What if he wins and takes the title home to SmackDown? Then SmackDown has... Maybe that's what they'll do, is they'll give SmackDown 2 lesser titles.
Who's fighting for the Intercontinental title? It's The Miz and who?
And Darren Young with Bob Backlund.
And Darren Young's on Raw, right? So maybe they'll swatch those two. Maybe the Intercontinental will go to Raw and the US will go to SmackDown.
Just like 2002 or 2003 all over again. I'm down. I love it. Yeah, I guess it'd be okay if Zack Ryder won. That'd be fine. I just like weird. Rusev with the U.S. title.
Yeah, he's got to be dominant.
Rusev with a title is good. Like, Rusev is very good with a title.
Mm-hmm. But I'd be okay if Zack Ryder won it. Because now there's a competition and SmackDown has to win more things. So now I have to change my whole perspective on who I root for.
Yes, you better be fucking rooting for Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
I mean, Zack Ryder has beaten Alberto Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Did he beat Sheamus? Did he beat Alberto? I know he beat Sheamus.
Pretty sure he did beat Alberto.
Okay.
That's
impressive, man.
The most dominant star on SmackDown.
2 League of Nations members.
That's true. Going for number 3.
The most dominant stable in WWE.
That's right. The new 4 Horsemen.
2 former WWE champions.
Ooh, true.
Yeah.
True. Powerful.
Multiple
Powerful
times.
wins from Zack Ryder.
And Royal Rumble winners.
So The Miz is fighting Darren Young. That's pretty cool. I'm super happy with Darren Young's whole like weird gimmick. I was like way into the like promos and Bob Backlund screaming about how he only owns one pair of clothes. Like not one like look of clothes, only one set of clothing. And that Darren Young has to run everywhere. And like just like the whole like weird training regimen that they were having him do. And now he like owns the crossface chicken wing. And needs to use it in this match to beat The Miz.
Needs a new name.
But no, they're making Darren Young great again, not new name great again.
No, I mean
What is-
the cross-faced chicken wing.
Oh, yeah.
What is Bob Backlund and Maurice going to get up to outside the ring?
I hope that there's a fight between Bob Backlund and Maurice. That would be.
And I hope Maurice wins.
I mean, Maurice. One of the things I remember her for is shooting bear mace at another diva. So hopefully that doesn't happen to Bob Backlund.
I hope
Or
he just like yells inspirational things to her.
Yeah. Work hard. Succeed in your dreams. Yeah, I'm a big fan. It's very this whole just weird gimmick that they're like calling back to Bob Backlund running for president on TV so long ago. And then just like, yeah, no, we're just like copying off a terrible person, but it's Bob Backlund, so it's okay because he's a cool guy. And he's just like the weirdest old guy ever.
It's true.
Maybe. Okay. So Darren Young wins, but then Bob Backlund turns on him and beats him for the Intercontinental title. And then Bob Backlund is the Intercontinental Champion, and then he cashes it in and becomes World Heavyweight Champion one more time. One more with Backlund on top.
When did this become the X Division title?
Listen, all right. When you're Bob Backlund, you make your own
That's-
rules.
it's true.
what is Bob Backlund doing in the Impact Zone?
Robert
I see what you
Frontline.
did there. Did
Robert
you reverse the
Frontline.
B's on there? So he's a different person?
God, this pay-per-view is maybe not what I thought it was when I first looked at this card.
No, it's still good.
Okay, all right. Well, we have Becky Lynch versus Natalya for some reason.
That's gonna be great. No, it's gonna be
It'd
great.
be a great match, but I don't understand. Like, this story doesn't make any sense to me.
But like, it
Well-
makes more sense than like Zack Ryder versus Rusev,
That's true. It does make more
Or-
sense.
Darren Young versus The Miz.
Yes. I guess you're right. In a world where people can change their opinion into WWE on the drop of a hat, it does make sense that at least there's some motivation here. And it should be a good match, because I like Natalya's wrestling.
Yeah, both Natalya and Becky are awesome wrestlers, so this is gonna be good shit.
And
And
this could continue on to SmackDown also.
There's
Could-
gonna be so many like just really brutal looking submissions in this match.
Yes. Super hype for submission wrestling.
Hopefully, it's not as like uncomfortable to watch as that like Charlotte and Natalya submission match, where
Well-
they like oversold everything and it was like hard to listen to.
Yeah, let's hope it's not that. It not having Ric Flair should help, I think.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Like, finally a women's match that doesn't have a bunch of bullshit in it.
Well, I mean, she
Theoretically.
could call out her uncle Bret Hart.
But Brett's a good guy. He would never turn.
Yeah, but now Natty's a
Yeah.
bad girl. She's mad. She's evil.
Jeez. Evil?
She's evil.
Maybe she'll call out Kane then.
She does the cane thing, but then pink fire comes out.
That's right.
Oh.
That would be
Oh,
awesome!
That would be awesome.
That would be super awesome. Oh, man.
You need to write a letter to Vince right now.
Call him up. Vince,
Listen.
we got the greatest idea for you.
Check out this pyro.
No, this would be a good match with lots of submission wrestling. This has actually potential to be one of the best matches of the night. I won't say the best because Sammy and Kevin are still a match.
Jesus, yeah.
Let's see. We also have John Cena, Enzo Amore, and Big Colin Cassidy. I don't think they call him that. Versus
The big
AJ Styles,
CC.
the big double C, versus AJ Styles,
Carbon copy.
Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson in a 6-man grudge match, of which
Wow, I definitely want the first team to win.
definitely no club victory.
No.
You don't like it when they beat up John Cena.
Beat up John Cena. Hashtag.
John Cena.
I do love that like the club has just embraced that they're all just weird dads.
They basically are. They're not nearly as threatening in America as they were in Japan.
Yeah,
They're just like angry dads.
that whole promo was just like John Cena's a confused dad, and the club is like
So good.
dad that thinks they're cool.
We're
but
gonna
they're
beat
not
some
cool.
sense in that confused dad.
Yeah,
Is it just me, or was that not the greatest segment on Raw this
it was
week?
so good. It
Oh.
was so good.
I was laughing so hard at Enzo.
That whole thing is just so bizarre.
John, do you really not get how you doing?
The whole thing was very
Squirtle,
strange.
how you doing?
just-
How you doing?
How you doing?
That just showed that, like, yeah, legitimately, John Cena is just confused dad now. He doesn't understand the kids anymore. They've moved on. He's
But
still,
I love it.
He's still stuck in the age where you're wearing, like, actual master locks around your neck and rapping about stuff.
I feel like he should come out as that.
But
With
he shows up as the Doctor, like, with the Celtics jersey.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You gonna be okay, Dylan?
That would be the greatest of all time.
I
That would
love
be
John Cena.
like, that's how he tries to fit in with them. Is he just like goes back till he's like, "This is when I was cool. What's up? I got a shirt that's like past blue ribbon now. What's going on, folks? How
What
you
if
doing on that?"
What if he cuts the sleeves off of his shirt so he looks like Big Cass?
What if he puts glitter on his New Balances?
What if he just
for the
comes out in
rain?
a certified G shirt?
That would actually be.
That's a poop emoji on his butt,
I don't
Wait,
think
on
that's
his
gonna happen.
jorts.
Who did that?
Enzo.
So
Oh, okay.
And like half of his gear.
Have you seen the promo that Enzo did where he just talked about like Marxism?
Yeah.
no.
It's fucking incredible.
All
Like
right,
he just
we're
like
throwing that in the
recites,
show notes.
he just recites like a paragraph of the Communist Manifesto off the dome, like just for shits and giggles.
He's a weirdly intelligent guy.
Oh yeah, well, and like fucking Big Cass was in med school for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, they're both like outside of like their goofy party boy demeanor.
How you doing?
How
you doing, Big Cass?
And, like,
Dr.
me-
Cass, Dr. Big Cass.
It takes like an intelligent person to be able to do like what Enzo does on the mic. To
Oh,
just
yes.
be able to like to have like just a huge like repertoire to pull from.
Mm-hmm.
Enzo said that he has thousands of promos already written, and he just uses them. So
That's like a Jay-Z line. That's like what Jay-Z says. It's like, yeah, I got all the freestyles in my head if I ever wanted to. I could just spit them out. Jeez.
I guess he's like was he a journalism major or an English major or something?
I don't know.
I can't remember. He was on the Steve Austin podcast.
I'll find out.
To the Googs.
This, whoa.
Scenaris asked if he filmed weddings or was a wedding DJ. I think he was a DJ. He
was
was
a
also a
DJ.
piano mover.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, he does have a degree in journalism, and he was a
Crazy.
DJ for the New York Jets
And a piano mover.
and a manager at Hooters. All things that are like fucking perfect.
That fits his character perfectly.
How you doing?
This is going to be...
No, really. How you doing? How was your experience at the Hooters tonight?
It's with that hair, like getting all
Let
up
me
in your
tell you
wings.
about that Charmin in the bathroom.
Wait, is that like Hooters? Is that what Hooters is known for? They
No,
have nice
it's
toilet paper?
it's SAWFT. Soft.
Shit. God damn it.
These wings are hot as hell, and you can't teach that.
Wait a
Oh
second.
my god.
Big Cass was pre-med and
Yeah.
then economics.
And economics, jeez. Way to make me
Like,
look bad.
he
Cass.
started as pre-med and then switched to economics.
Way to make everyone look bad. Well, except for Xavier and David Otunga. But the rest of them.
True.
I forgot Otunga has a PhD too.
Oh yeah. Well, he was
Practicing lawyer, isn't he?
he does actually help him out with law stuff.
Wait, who?
David Otunga,
I don't.
the SmackDown commentary guy.
Oh.
You'll recognize him by the fact he wears shirts that are like one size too small, and he's like constantly like on the verge of like exploding out of it. But he wears like sweaters a lot,
Uh-huh.
so it just like somehow makes sweaters look super tight on him. It's intense.
To be fair,
You should look
if
up
I
old
had-
promos.
If I
of him.
looked like David Otunga, I would probably also wear like.
That's the dream, is to look like David Otunga. Let me tell
Isn't
you.
he's married to Jennifer Hudson.
Yes.
Yes.
He is.
So is David Otunga gonna win this match?
Yes.
David Otunga.
Yeah.
Between who? Big Cass and him and Xavier and Big Cass.
They're all
Fighting
just gonna
for
come
smartest-
in and they're gonna have
David
a Socratic questioning of each other.
Otunga comes out as the doctor of Reaganomics.
Shaded Fox brings up that David Otunga was a former contestant on I Love New York.
Oh, that's sad.
That's bizarre.
That's bad.
That's hilarious.
I forgot that show existed.
Which one was New York?
She was part of the Flavor Flav crew.
Yeah, I gotta remember which one she is.
Well, I looked up David Otunga, and yeah,
How about that guy?
Okay.
He's got it on. He's got it together. That sweater game is on point.
I feel like
his life game is on point.
He could just flex, and then it would just
turn into dust. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Oh my goodness.
It's from all the coffee that he carries around.
Yeah, he was usually carrying around either a coffee mug or a protein shake bottle. That was like his gimmick for a long time. Was he would just come out with like a thermos of coffee or protein shake.
Gotta stay ripped.
It's just bizarre. Weird. My camera went away.
Sammy and Kevin is next on the card.
Yes.
Oh, mine went away too.
Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Grudge match that will never end as they both got drafted to Raw.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed out by that. I was hoping that like this would be like the final one, and they could go on to fighting other people.
Yeah, and I just wanted to see what Sammy would do on like a SmackDown. Like I think that would be a good place for him to shine.
Yeah,
he could come into his Daniel Bryan self on there. But instead, he's going to have the best match on the card with Kevin Owens, and I cannot wait. And there's no gimmicks this time, so there's not like... I mean, granted, I do love weapons and ladders and tables and all that stuff, but I think this is just going to be a good, actual, real wrestling match, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, no, they're going to beat the ever-loving crap out of each other.
Yeah, and it's going to be fantastic.
They do just for, like, regular skirmishes, too.
Yeah, like, that's their whole gimmick this whole time has just been, like, someo's in an interview and the other one, like, just rolls up and hits them in the back of the head. And
and I love that, like, Sammy is the good guy, but he is almost, like, even, like, more brutal and, like, conniving than Kevin Owens in finding ways to beat up Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he's just super mad about the whole thing. It's great. I love it.
Do you think he wins? Do you think Sammy finally gets a win over Kevin Owens?
No.
No. But wait, predictions are later.
Okay.
But no.
I predict I might say no.
Okay, that's fair. And I'm actually going to speed this up a little bit because I did not realize how late it was. The main event, one pay-per-view too early, is Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, which is now actually no longer called the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. They changed the name back recently.
It still says Heavyweight Championship or Heavyweight Champion on the belt.
On the belt it does.
But they only call it WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they get rid of the Heavyweight Championship name? That giant belt I bought is about to become more relevant.
Do you remember this time with this little indie star named John Cena, who had the WWE Championship on a little show called SmackDown?
I do remember that.
For years.
I do remember that. That belt spun.
Mm-hmm.
Had a spinner in the middle. It was pretty great.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, yeah, this match is one pay-per-view too early, but I'm still super excited about it. It's been the weirdest build ever because of Roman, but also, like, Vince must be super mad, right? Like,
yes.
The last few weeks are just non-stop shitting on Roman. Like, non-stop. Everyone is just decimating him from every side. Do you think he's going to take the pin here?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins somehow. But I think...
just the biggest fuck you to everybody.
But, God, if he takes that belt off of Dean, he's like immediately the biggest piece of shit. Yeah. Right? But that would
Which
be great.
they want for Seth. Like,
yeah.
And they've done a really good job of protecting Seth since he's come back, outside of his loss on SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
He hadn't had a definitive loss for the championship. Except for, I mean, Dean Ambrose did come out with the briefcase and pin him for it,
Yes.
but that was after going to war.
Yes, and where Seth won clean, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see that finally. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense in context now why, but it was still good to see it.
This is my favorite thing about like this new Seth run is that like he's still like conniving and calculating, but it's not like he calculates and then he runs away. It's like, oh no, he'll still beat your ass.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just calculating a way to fight instead of a way to run away, which is an excellent change.
Yep. Yeah.
But he's still like the same guy. Like even like his promo, like after he got drafted, was talking about how he was super excited to win the belt and then come back and party with Mick Foley and Stephanie. So he's still like sucking up to Boss's guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's still perfect. I don't know. This God, I'm so excited for this match. It's going to be good.
I hope so. I hope that I don't know. I'm just terrified they'll find a way to fuck this up.
It's possible. But I feel like this is not an isolated match and will happen many more times throughout the years, I hope. Anyway.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So even if this one is a little messed up, it should still be okay.
I have a weird theory for the finish of the match.
Okay.
So, I guess this would be Reigns winning, but Dean is going for dirty deeds on Seth, and Reigns spears Dean, which makes it a super dirty deeds.
Super dirty.
Just filthy deeds.
Filthy deeds. The dankest deeds.
Dean's dank deeds. Done dirty. Yeah, and then Roman takes the pin. Or pins Seth.
I don't think that's going to happen, though.
No.
The most likely outcome, I think, will be that Seth pins Roman to win, and then they feud. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Unless something goes real bad and they just are like really mad at Roman and he just like gets busted down, and then it's like Seth and KO or something, you know?
Oh God, that would be a good fucking. That would be.
And then Roman's feuding with the Golden Truth or something.
Oh boy.
Roman and the Usos versus the Golden Truth and Cesaro.
Usos are on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right. Well, whatever
Can't.
then. Fuck it.
I would, man. Seth Roman or Seth and KO fights would be
awesome.
that would be some quality shit.
There's been some of those before, and they've been fantastic. So
But who would be face there? Seth?
Roman. Let's stick Roman in there. For no
You
reason.
just show up and be like, "Hey,
What's up? I'm the good guy.
I'm the good guy. Remember me?"
Boo. The
I'm the
amount of
guy.
boos he got when he was drafted. Oh, wow. Wow. Even they seem blown away by how much people still hate Roman.
It is pretty intense.
I was surprised, honestly. I figured it would have cooled off a little bit. I guess we'll see on Sunday. But I think it's going to be interesting. Is Roman going to come out first? Is he going to have to wait in the ring the longest? Are they going to get
I
the
think he
booze out of the
comes
way
out last.
first?
I think he comes out last. I don't know.
The champion has to come out last, though.
Yeah.
But they don't. But they don't do that anymore. Really, not consistently.
What if, as a big fuck you to Roman, Dean comes through the crowd?
Wow, that would
Oh
be great.
man, that'd be good. Does
That would be
Roman
pretty
still come through the crowd? He hasn't
No,
done that in a while.
he stopped.
It was going poorly for him, so they stopped doing that.
Well, yeah, didn't somebody try to punch him or something?
Yeah, a bunch. And just like obscene hand gestures and like signs making fun of him,
Yeah.
and among other things. It's not good.
Women trying to kiss him.
True
Pretty
Vaughn
sure
says
that's
they're
happened.
going to have to cut the mics off when Roman comes out. I don't think so.
Or just
I
crank
think-
his music.
I don't think they'll do that either. I think they are totally just going to let the booze ride right now. I mean, they had Booker like blowing up about how everyone hates him and boos him all the time on the network thing. So
True.
maybe that's a sign that they're just like, well, whatever. Maybe we'll just turn him heel.
It seemed like the leash was off a little bit on that.
The leash was
on
definitely
that whole
off.
show.
So did you, Andrew and Kelsey? Did you guys watch the network thing at all?
No.
Okay.
What network thing?
The draft
Center.
special where they drafted the undrafted people from TV.
A bit of it.
So Cesaro, they asked Cesaro what he thought
Yes.
about being on Raw, and I'm gonna put this in the show notes. But he basically like exploded, like for real, started shooting, and it's just
Dear.
like SmackDown's supposed to be the place for wrestlers, and I'm a wrestler, so I got put in the wrong show. And I may stumble on the mic sometimes, but that's because I speak 5 languages, and like I should be on SmackDown. I shouldn't be on Raw. Like Raw is garbage. SmackDown is awesome. Everyone's screwed up.
And then he turns around and just like he's like, well, Raw's the flagship show, so that's where Cesaro's got to be.
Yeah, very strange promo that he was clearly not happy.
Yeah. And then Kalisto.
Yeah,
He's gonna make a good lucha thing.
that was his reaction.
Verbatim.
Being drafted. He's gonna make a good lucha thing on
And
SmackDown.
then, god damn it, woo!
Yeah, and then just ran away. Very strange. Very strange. Let's see. Well, let's run down with predictions real quick.
Okay.
Sasha Banks and mystery partner versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Who do you think her mystery partner is going to be, and who wins?
You've convinced me with Nia Jax.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going with a veteran that is not there. I don't know who though.
Okay.
Lita. Well, I'll say Lita.
Okay.
Sure.
That's fair. Okay.
And they will win.
Yes, Sasha will win, I think.
She better.
New Day versus the Wyatt family. I think the Wyatt family wins this.
New Day.
Wyatt should win because the titles aren't on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't had a big win in
I think a big win
three
would
years.
be a good call for them.
Yeah, but they'll get a big win right as they're split up.
That's fine. Bray can carry it with him, and Braun
Yep.
Yeah.
can just do his own thing, at least off of
Yes.
that. Like that Braun Big E confrontation, and then like Braun Strowman comes out on top. That's a good look for him.
I just feel like New Day is going to win.
It would be awesome, but it would either way. This would be awesome. Actually, I'd be okay with it either way.
It's going to be a good match,
Mhm.
I think.
Rusev versus Zack Ryder for United States Championship. Let's take it home to SmackDown, Zach. SmackDown only.
Zach
Picks.
down.
Zach down.
I'm going with Rusev.
He seems to be winning a lot. I haven't watched in a while just because I've been packing and stuff, but Rusev does seem to be winning a lot. It'd be nice to see him not win for a while.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's
Because I
fair.
still haven't forgiven him for being mean to. Blanking, but the guy's kids on Father's Day. That was
Oh,
Titus
Titus O'Neil.
O'Neil.
He just like told us that they were losers like their father,
It was
He's a
so
failure.
sad. I hate him.
and then yelled a Happy Father's Day at the end. That was the best part.
Yep.
How about you, Andrew?
Are we talking about Rusev now?
Yeah.
I think he's going to kill Zack Ryder.
Oof, rest in peace.
That's maybe too far. He just needs to pin or submit.
Mashka.
The Miz versus Darren Young for the Intercontinental Championship. I think Darren Young is going to have this. I like Dre's idea of the title switching brands right there. And I want to see Darren Young get a win because he's awesome.
Yeah, he needs to be great again.
Mhm.
Yeah. What if he's not great yet? What if the Miz wins?
No.
Which is what I'm going for.
I mean, I can see the Miz winning, and like honestly, the Miz has been fucking great
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's been
as the
brilliant.
Intercontinental Champion. So, like,
feel
I
like-
will not be upset either way this match goes.
I feel like he must be relieved to have his wife with them, like at all times.
It must be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm like Del Rio and Paige
Yeah.
switching brands.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. Apparently Paige deleted Alberto's existence off of her Instagram account.
Delete.
Deleted. Yeah, we'll get it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Wait, because they switched brands, or like, are they broken up?
I have no idea. Although she does have a poppy tattoo on her
Really?
finger.
Odd.
I feel like you only do the Instagram burn-a-thon if you broke up.
Right.
Maybe it's a Total Divas storyline.
It could be.
That was
I don't know.
It was always an odd couple.
I've never been drafted to a different brand than my significant other.
Me
For
neither.
comparison.
It's hard to tell what I would do in that situation.
What? I don't even know. I guess I don't know. My significant other is a public defender, so I guess like the easiest way to do that would be if I became a prosecutor.
Yeah.
Then she would definitely break up with me. Probably not, but it'd be a conversation.
Becky Lynch versus Natalya. I'm okay seeing Natalya win this. I think that'd be good. She needs a W.
Becky needs a win very badly.
They both need a win, really. But
Going with Becky.
I like Natalya's cats, so she's got my vote.
Good reason.
Natalya may have like the best ring garb of anyone in the women's division.
God, she's killing it right now.
It's like her whole look is incredible.
Mm-hmm. Nia Jax with the shoulder pads, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Those are dope.
Yeah, I love Nia's. Plus she's purple, which is my favorite.
Yes, that's also awesome.
But like Natalya is basically just straight up a dominatrix.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but I guess you're right.
Well, she is from the Heart Dungeon.
Oh, well, okay, it all makes sense. It's all coming together
Where-
here.
Yeah, man.
It's all just wrestling BDSM.
She's gonna put you into the sharpshooter, and you're gonna fucking pay her for it.
There are no safe words in the Heart Dungeon.
1, 2, 3. That's the safe word.
Right.
So everyone's going with Becky except for me, then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. John Cena. John Cena.
John Cena,
That's
man.
his evil twin.
Little JC
John Encino Man. Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus The Club. I want to see Cena win, of course.
Yeah, I think they'll win, and then I think AJ and the club will like blame each other for it, and they'll be like, "Well, I wanted you to go fucking in the other brand anyway. Bye."
You think Finn Balor shows up at all?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that'd be cool.
And I think it's to do something bad to the club because they're
Or to AJ. Just
somebody on that team, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're ever going to turn him heel, at least not for a long time.
Okay, all right.
How's Raw doing for top heels? They have Seth.
Let's see.
They got Seth. They have KO.
They have Jericho.
Jericho.
I guess is Brock isn't really anything. He's just Brock.
Brock is a face right now for sure. But
They have
yeah,
Big
kinda-
Show.
Big Show can be anything.
Whatever. Yeah. They have
I think I saw him
Sheamus.
listed as heel recently, and I'm not so sure.
They have
I don't
Strowman
know.
Yeah.
They do have Strowman.
and Curtis Axel.
And I
They have
I
Bo
almost
Dallas.
wonder if they were like teasing like a heel turn for Titus, because like when they had Titus, like Darren Youngran was like, "Oh, Titus on the same show with you," and Titus was like, "Ooh, get the fuck off of me, go away." So I could see maybe that like being a thing.
Could be. Like he's just that mad that he changed.
Well, yeah, and like he's like, I gotta embrace my bad guy side so I can finally beat Rusev.
Yeah.
Aroof.
Yeah.
I love Titus O'Neil.
Me too.
He's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about wash rags.
What?
It's a deep Titus O'Neil cut.
Okay.
It's old school.
Yeah. It's washcloths versus wash rags.
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
Sami's finally gonna win.
KO's taking it.
My sweet child, Sami Zayn. My sweet child.
He is my favorite ska boy,
But
Sami Zayn's better on the chase.
He never wins these fights. I know, but I just
that was his whole thing in NXT, and it was so good. Just like,
Yeah.
when is Sammy going to win the big one? They could do it again.
And then he gets injured.
And he gets injured. Thanks, Cena.
Jeez, what a jerk. What do you say, Kelsey?
Sorry, who are we talking about? Forgot.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
It's late here, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
It's 12:30 in the morning.
Oh, dear.
Damn.
We're almost
Sammy,
done. Okay. That's
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is like
He's a rude boy.
whatever that there was. I think it was the ladder match
Mm.
during Extreme Rules,
Mhm.
and like, or no, it was something where they were on the same team, and Kevin went after Sammy, and like he's just throws temper tantrums all the time.
I think that was on a Raw. They made them.
It could
team
have
up.
been, yeah.
Yeah.
Main event: Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Who wins and who did they pin? Seth Rollins pins Roman Reigns for the victory.
I'll agree.
I think there's some sort of shenanigans finish, and that's how they split the title belt into a Raw belt and a SmackDown belt.
Okay. All right. Some kind of non-finish. That's fair.
I mean, obviously, my heart wants Roman to win, but I don't think they're going to let him win like right after coming back because they're probably still mad at him for like
Screwing up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Dean will still get to keep it. That'd be cool.
Like, we're all Dean fans, and you're the only one that picked Dean. We have, like, no faith that they're going to keep this thing on him. How sad. Well, because I just assume they're going to split this off and make another belt at some point.
Yeah.
But my idea for the SmackDown belt ends up being Cena versus AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's either Seth wins, and then Shane just says, fuck it, I'm making a belt.
Yeah.
Or some shenanigans happen, and
Just-
that's why they split the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will somehow end with a SmackDown belt or a Raw belt being created.
Yeah, because I could see, like, Dean winning and then Stephanie saying, well, we don't want them to have a championship. We'll make our own better championship. And they'll steal the big gold belt from Ric Flair. He'll start crying on TV again. It's going to be great.
What other belt would they bring back if it's not the big gold belt?
The ECW title.
The Hardcore Championship.
Oh man, listen, I want a
could make a new
24/7
belt.
hardcore championship again.
I want them to have network specials just 2:30 in the morning. Someone's getting
want-
pinned for that belt.
I want, like, you know who needs the 24-hour hardcore title?
Who?
Xavier Woods.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
Because, like, anytime somebody tried to, like, come to their hotel room, like, Big E and Kofi would, like, pop out of the closet.
And, like, throw him out a window.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Huh. I can see them just making a whole new belt. Nah,
That's
we'll
what I
see.
think. That's what I think.
Dylan,
have
what you said
to,
earlier made the most sense, and that's the same belt that they have for the women's championship and the WWE championship, but like a blue one.
Yeah, like a black thing,
Ooh.
like a black leather with a blue instead of the red.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of nice. Do we want to talk TNA or is it too late?
It's getting
I
pretty
think
late.
it's too late.
Okay.
It's too late for TNA.
I'll just link the
Yes,
final in
that's
case you haven't seen the final deletion. I'll just link it in the show
Kelsey, have you
notes.
seen this?
No.
You should.
We
It
might
is-
we might save this for next time.
Okay.
And I'll put it in the show notes and such, and then it's worth seeing. We'll just
It
say
is
that.
some-
It's a thing.
It is some.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is the only match in the last year and a half that I've watched twice.
Yeah, I have also watched it twice. It's good.
It's not even that good of a match. It's just that, like,
It's a very silly match.
everything around it is just so it's
Hilarious. Everything
yeah.
is so bizarre and in the best way possible.
You're no longer a dilapidated boat.
I think we'll also skip emails. But what is our email again? Suplexfriends at streamfriends.tv.
I mean, you got
Yeah.
like one. You got one that's like a real spicy meatball.
Let's see here. I have to look at our own website to see what our email is. I don't remember if I turned back on this email. I mean, I have suplexfriends at gmail.com listed here. But I think if you send it to the other one, it will still also work. suplexfriends@streamfriends.tv. So either one of those should go to the same place. If you're interested in sending us some emails, final deletion reactions. But I think for now, we're all going to go to sleep because it's late. So, John, thank you for coming.
Hey, it's been a while, and I'm glad that I could.
I'm glad we're back together, bud.
Forever.
Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at John_Carson. You can find me on Instagram now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
At John
I have a
Cena.
podcast called Procedurally Generated. We have an episode that just went up. Look for it. Look for today's date.
The 21st.
Yeah, we've had some weird multiple.
This won't be up
iTunes
till Saturday
accounts
anyway.
things.
So.
Yeah, check that out. We had a fun episode tonight. That's about it at the moment.
Cool. Dre, thank you for coming up from NXT to join us here in the big leagues.
I hope now that I have a more like flexible schedule that I can do this regularly.
That'd be great.
If you'll have me.
Oh,
I don't want to.
you're always welcome.
I don't want to presume anything.
You're always welcome here in the Suplex Friends. As long as you don't take my spot, we'll be okay. Because I'm gonna have to do the roll up for the 1, 2, 3.
Listen,
Send you packing.
It's like what Enzo Sass.
That works too, actually.
He gets sassy sometimes.
Said, you're the John Cena here, and I want to come for that spot, but I got to earn it the right way.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
You can find me on Twitter at Swander3000 and on our podcast, friendsofthetable.net, and at my streams at streamesteam.com/archives.
Woo-hoo. Kelsey, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Sorry I got so sleepy at the end.
I don't blame you.
I'm
not
getting
blame
there
you.
too.
Yeah, me too.
You can find me amongst a pile of cardboard boxes while I pack my entire apartment. No, but you can find me at KelseyR713.rocks, and that'll give you links to everything else.
There we go.
And once I'm going to start streaming again, but I have to get my life together.
Yeah. Yes. Me too, in totally different ways. Yeah, everyone can find me on Twitter at DylanHecht, DylanHecht. You can find Stream Friends archives at streamfriends.tv. You can check out Suplex Friends archives at suplexfriends.com. And I think that's it. Right? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sure.
So, until next time, August, right? I think that's the next one.
Dylan, do we still have streamfriends.cool?
Yes, we do still have streamfriends.cool for forever. Come keeping that one around.
And then
So, yeah.
streamfriends.cool/live.
Yes, streamfriends.cool/live is the Twitch channel. Streamfriends.cool is our actually, that might be the opposite. Let me see. He types this in. Streamfriends.cool is the archive. Streamfriends.cool/live is the Twitch channel. Suplexfriends.com is podcasts. August 21st is SummerSlam, so we will see you before then. So, be good, Internet. We'll see you soon.
Doodles.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.